Welcome to our podcast, Dive into the World of the Sandbox, the trending metaverse platform that's been shaking up the gaming scene.
Yeah, it's really a game changer, huh? What exactly makes the sandbox so special?
So, imagine a virtual environment built on the Ethereum blockchain where users can create, control, and even sell their game
Mm,
experiences. It's like having your own digital playground with real economic value.
right, because this isn't just another game, it's an entire ecosystem where creativity meets blockchain technology.
Exactly. The sandbox stands out because it gives creators, players, curators, and landowners full control over their content. Unlike centralized platforms, here you get true creative ownership and the ability to make fair value from your creations.
That definitely sounds empowering. So it solves the typical problem of robbing creators of the credit and value they deserve?
Yes, indeed. Instead of a central authority controlling everything, the sandbox uses non fungible tokens or NFTs to ensure each in game item has a unique,
Yeah, got
unchangeable
it.
identity on the blockchain. This means artists and developers can hold on to proper copyright ownership.
And speaking of NFTs, this platform also uses several types of tokens, right? Could you break those down?
For sure, there are four main user specific tokens in the ecosystem: sand, asset, land, and game tokens. Additionally, there are two for Vox Edit:
Right.
gems and catalysts. Each of these plays a distinct role in keeping the economy running smoothly.
So the sand token is like the platform's native currency, isn't it?
That's right. Sand is an ERC20 utility token used for everything on the platform: playing games, buying equipment, customizing avatars, and even
Yes,
staking for
exactly.
passive income. It's also the main currency for purchasing land.
Speaking of land, what's that all about? How does one acquire virtual real estate in the sandbox?
Well, land tokens represent digital real estate within the metaverse. They're unique ERC721 tokens and are pivotal for creating immersive experiences. You need them to build your own world or game. And to buy land, you typically use sand, often on exchanges like Binance, Uniswap, or even through MetaMask. The whole process is kind
Interesting.
of like buying a plot of land in a virtual city.
That's really cool. And what about the asset and game tokens? How do they fit into this picture?
Asset tokens, based on the ERC 1155 standard, are created by users with tools like VoxEdit. They can be characters, items, or structures, basically the building blocks of your game experiences. Game tokens come into play when you use Game Maker, which is the tool that lets you craft interactive experiences. A game token is only created when you link it with a specific land token, ensuring everything stays interconnected.
So essentially, if I create an asset in VoxEdit, I can turn it into an NFT that others might buy or use in their own creations?
Absolutely. And it's like that, creating your very own market of digital creations. Assets can be enhanced with gems and catalysts, which determine their rarity and attributes, making
Right
each
on.
creation both unique and valuable.
Now, if we look at the user roles, you mentioned players, creators, curators, and landowners. Can you elaborate a bit on that?
Sure, each role contributes to the ecosystem. Players engage and experience the games, creators craft these amazing assets, curators help showcase and vet the best content, and landowners actually control the virtual real estate that all these experiences are built on.
Gotcha.
It's a full circle creative economy.
It's fascinating how this decentralized setup not only promotes creativity, but also offers economic incentives for everyone involved.
Exactly. And um, think about the free capture model. 5% of all SAND token transactions are distributed, half to the staking pool as rewards and half to the Sandbox Foundation. This foundation, by the way, is actively funding high quality content and game development projects, fueling the whole ecosystem.
That's really supportive. Now, there's one thing I'm curious about. Some critics argue that while the concept is awesome, the practical adoption might be slow because of, the learning curve and volatility of crypto assets. What's your take on that?
That's a fair point. The integration of blockchain tech into gaming is, well, new for many users. But I'd say that the sandbox is designed to ease that transition. Tools like VoxEdit and GameMaker are made to be user friendly, even for those without coding experience. Plus, the investment
I
aspect
see.
isn't just speculative. users have real governance power and creative control.
But don't you think that there might still be a barrier for traditional gamers who aren't into blockchain tech?
I get that concern. However, with big names like Adidas and collaborations with franchises like The Walking Dead, the Sandbox is attracting mainstream attention. The value here isn't only in financial speculation, but also in innovative gameplay and ownership,
Yeah, makes
though it's
sense.
definitely a bridging process.
And what about security and ensuring fair value for creators? The article mentioned challenges around proving creative ownership in other setups.
Right? That's where NFTs come in. Every created asset in the sandbox gets a unique
Mm-hmm.
blockchain identity, making it tamper-proof and ensuring proper attribution and value for the creator. This way, even if content is shared or remixed, the original creator retains some form of digital ownership rights.
It's really like digital graffiti with a guarantee that the artist still gets recognized and rewarded for their work, right?
Exactly. It's like, if you will, owning a signature on a virtual canvas that everyone can see, but only you can legally sell or monetize.
So, with such a robust system, what do you think is next for the sandbox?
Looking ahead, we know that the Sandbox is expanding its product suite, adding mobile versions, and introducing new community tokens. The DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization, is set to empower users even more in shaping platform governance. There's also talk about more partnerships and
Mm-hmm,
even
very
renting or
interesting.
staking features for land in the future.
That sounds like a roadmap aimed at long term growth. What do you see as the key driver for its investment appeal?
It's the blend of creative freedom, economic incentives, and decentralized control. Not only do you get to play, create, and even govern, but the SAN token itself also acts as a governance asset, letting token holders directly influence the evolution of the platform, making it an intriguing option for both
Right,
gamers
that
and
double
investors
utility is
alike.
pretty powerful. And with collaborations with major brands and pop culture icons, there's clearly a push to bring blockchain gaming to the mainstream.
Absolutely, just imagine virtual concerts, branded experiences like those from Adidas, and even interactive worlds tied to our favorite media franchises. It's a convergence of digital ownership, entertainment, and community based innovation, blending
Yeah, that's
culture with
exciting
tech.
stuff. But what about usability? Some say the reliance on Ethereum could mean higher gas fees and slower transactions. Isn't that a concern?
It is a consideration. However, the ecosystem is continually evolving. There are improvements underway to cut down on gas costs and improve transaction speeds. The potential for layer 2 solutions or even alternative blockchains might address this soon. So while not
Mm-hmm,
perfect,
true.
the fundamentals are strong.
It's like building a futuristic city. There are growing pains, but ultimately paving the way for a more connected digital universe.
Precisely. The sandbox isn't just a game. It's a comprehensive digital economy where creative expression and financial opportunity converge. And it's at the forefront of a movement that's redefining how we think about digital assets and communities.
I really love how this platform empowers its users, from artists to investors, creating a truly decentralized metaverse.
Right. And the supportive efforts of the Sandbox Foundation help incentivize high quality content creation. This, in turn, fuels the overall value of the metaverse, creating a well oiled, virtuous
Exactly.
cycle, an ecosystem that grows along with its community.
So, in summary, what would you say is the one key takeaway for anyone curious about the sandbox?
I'd say it's this: the sandbox reimagines digital creativity and property by combining blockchain transparency with a decentralized, user driven economy. Whether you're a gamer, artist, or investor, there's a future being built here that rewards every kind of contribution. A
That's the
platform
essence of it.
where dreams and digital reality meet.
And as we watch it evolve, it'll be fascinating to see how traditional gaming and blockchain tech continue to merge.
Exactly. Thanks for the lively discussion. This metaverse journey is just getting started, and the possibilities are virtually endless.
Absolutely. Looking forward to what comes next in the sandbox universe.